Facebook Live, we have arrived. One more time, y'all. Let's get it in.
Conference muted. Conference recording started.
I want to thank everybody for chiming in. This is Watchman Derrick Yisrael, also known as Pastor Derrick, on the Early Word RC2 Scripture Study and Prayer Line on his 28th day in December 2021. Let's get it in. Let's go to Al Hawk. Good to see you on, man. Elder G and Yakawan and Fee and Elder Yosef, Evangela and Battle, Johanna, Al Mal in the building. Let's get it, y'all. We still doing the Roman series. We're almost finished. We're almost done. And I'm so glad about it. Let's see what we're gonna do, because this laptop finna die in a minute. Let me see. Y'all hold on, because I don't want that to happen. Young Faithful Barber, good to see you on. Hold on one sec, y'all. Here. Okay, we should be good moving forward. Trender, good to see you on. Jeff Brown in the building. We got a Battle. Okay. Latricia. Shalom. Latricia in here as well. All right, y'all, Romans 13. Look what it say. It said, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. Madiyahu Doss, good to see you on. Y'all heard that? Let every soul be subjected to a higher power. Now, I can't tell you enough how important it is to be able to rightly divide the word. I got some questions I want to pose as I teach this, so we can reason together. I got the microphone, but I'm just saying we're reasoning together, though. I'm going to try to do the best I can to cause us to look at this stuff. Hear me? Look what it say. Let every soul be subjected or subject to the higher powers. Okay? For there is no power but of Yah, and the powers that be are ordained of Yah. So let's examine a thought like that right quick. Can we do it together? Church folks is a trip, boy. I didn't present this to like to them religious wordless folks, and the responses be so heartbreaking sometimes. Just to tell you the truth, I could understand a person believing what they was taught, and they never really studied stuff for themselves. So I get that. But when you stick with some foolishness based on some foolishness, it don't make no sense. It's just pure foolishness. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yah. The powers that be are ordained of Yah. Jeff, good to see you on, man. Always a pleasure. So there's no power. The powers that this is talking about, right? We're supposed to subject ourselves to the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yah. Okay, I want to read it in here to make it more incriminating, so we can really get what this is saying. Look what this say in the NIV. Look, this say, let everyone be subject to the governing authorities. That's better? Okay, good. Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there's no authority except that which Yah has established. The authorities that exist have been established by Yah. So the authorities that exist have been established by Yah. Okay. We know there's evil authorities, don't we? Do we know that? Are there evil authorities? And are these evil authorities established by Yah for us to cooperate with, to obey? Is that what this is saying? There's evil authorities, right? That ordain same-sex marriage or abortion, killing innocent babies before they even come on the planet, in the millions and millions and millions. We supposed to rock with that? Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, right? That is what this say. But what does it mean? I'm just asking the question. Religious folks don't know what to do with this so far, I'm sure. Well, let me ask religious folks this. Wasn't Nebuchadnezzar the governing king, the governing authority? Didn't Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego go against them? I used a slave given Babylonian names when I said Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. What's their name? Azariah, Hananiah, and Michael. That's their Hebrew names, right? But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they slave names, right? They didn't cooperate, did they? I'm just trying to see. Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which Yah has established. The authorities that exist have been established by Yah. Is there authorities that have not been established by Yah, ordained by Yah, backed up by Yah, put in place other than by Yah? The answer is there is governing authorities. These wicked regimes we facing now. And the wicked regimes, all these wicked kings and all this stuff that was going against the Most High, the Most High's children didn't cooperate with them. And all you're getting understanding. This is talking about the authorities that's established by Yah. Is the kingdom of Satan established by Yah? Or is it tolerated by Yah? And going to be destroyed by Yah? And we're told and taught to resist principalities in high places. Didn't it say it? What about the principalities in high places? Rulers of darkness of this world. Those is the ones established by Yah that we supposed to obey. I just want to talk today, that's all. I just want to reason with you. Let everyone be subjected, because this is where church folks go. Oh, they said it's mandated, so go on and roll your sleeve up. Man, are you serious right now? Well, let's talk then. Let's talk. Let everyone be subjected, right? Subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which Yah has established. Right? The authorities that exist have been established by Yah. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what Yah has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. I love using the Hebrew boys. So they went against the decree of the king. according to people that don't know the word, believe that they sinned because they would have cooperated. I have folks quote to me, you're supposed to obey the laws of the land. We all supposed to go get stuck. That's what they believe too. So I tried to tell them what this scripture really meant. To no avail. Sad. I want to read the KJV. Let everyone be subjected unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of Yah. The powers that be ordained of Yah. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power resisteth the ordinance of Yah. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. Right? Look what this says. For the rulers are not a terror to good works. Y'all know any governing authorities that's a terror to good works? You can stand up for what's right and end up in jail. End up getting a book thrown at you. The governing authorities that this is talking about don't do that. Paquita, good to see you on. Is y'all with me? For the rulers are not a terror to good works. These jokers is a terror to good works. They'll squirt you with water hoses and sick dogs on you, won't they? Won't they? You got a religious right. You got a religious right not to take stuff into your body that you believe is against you. Ain't these governing authorities going against that? Tricking you and sweating you and hounding you and taking all your freedoms away? Isn't that what this? Isn't that? I thought they wasn't a terror. I thought they wasn't a terror to good works. They's good work. They's never done nothing to me. That's a big good to me. You get that foolishness out of your mouth. Comes around here with that foolishness. For rulers are not a terror to good works. Look what it's saying. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. The authorities that this is talking about don't do that. They're not a terror to good work. Ain't gonna be no fake police reports planting drugs on you. Kangaroo courts and no such thing. The rulers are not a terror to good works. Renee, good to see you on. But to evil, then thou not be afraid of the power? Now, I agree with the scripture. Do not get it twisted. I'm not one subscribing that the white man wrote the Bible to trap us all and all that old stuff, right? This book is real. I can admit it was used to enslave and to trick and to take advantage. I agree with that. But the book itself, the true word, the living word, no, it's true, and so is this. Just in all thy getting, get an understanding. I understand why folks reject the Bible, because it's not interpreted correctly by the masses, by these fake preachers, by folks that's unlearned and want to use internet platforms to pretend they teach us. Self-ordained folks running around here. Listen, for rulers are not a terror to good works, which is true. The powers that be that are ordained to Yah don't do that. But they do, they're a terror to evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good. Obey Yah, walk in the Ruah. Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Yeah. For he is the minister of Yah. Who is the minister of Yah? These governing authorities? Who's the minister of Yah? Governing is someone that is responsible, taking responsibility and causing things to run accordingly. To govern something is to take rule over it, per se, and to make sure that it is rolling according to procedure, right? What ministers are of Yah? Let me read you another one. For For the one in authority is the Most High's servant for your good. For your good. Not to poison you. Not to take your freedoms away. Come on, dog. Not to cancel y'all, to take y'all out of the schools. His ministering authorities don't do that. Lock you in your house. I know a whole bunch of people like that's drug free on this whatever they got going on, and they've been fine. I even know people that got sick by it. Me, I did, and I'm completely fine. And I know gang of people that's completely fine. Because if you let it just roll, you'll find out that there never was a threat like that in the first place. Never was. The threat is not it. Even though it was designed to be a threat, it wasn't a threat. So you had to start lying and swelling stuff up and making it look bigger than what it really is. And worse than what it really is. And it still ain't a problem. I got kicked off. I'm going to call them back. That's all. Don't worry about it. Calling y'all back right now. Don't panic. Help is on its way. Come on, somebody. I got y'all. Justin, good to see you on, man. Banks, good to see you in the building. Come on now. It don't want to call back. I got y'all. It do not want to call back.
You want this one?
I know. Fee is texting me. It's not calling. This is crazy. Because I'm already locked in as the. Can you believe it's not calling?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I tell you. Let me try again, y'all.
Hello. Please enter your 6-digit conference code. Welcome to free conference call. We will not connect you to your call. There are attendees in this conference.
I was trying to call y'all the whole time, but the phone wouldn't let me. But we're going to keep going, y'all. I didn't teach nothing. Y'all didn't miss nothing. I wish I remember exactly what I'm saying.
You was talking about justice and keeps banks.
Huh?
Justice keeps banks.
Justice keeps what?
You was talking about the ministers of God, the justice people that.
Okay,
that
I got
was
you.
appointed for justice.
Yeah, but it's sad when the ministers don't know. Oh, the ministers of yeah. The ministering powers. They supposed to be ministers of Yah. According to this, you gonna say that the governing authorities that we facing is ministers of Yah? Is that what you're telling me? So the Most High telling you to obey them? Could you imagine the Most High going to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and telling them to obey them? Obey Nebuchadnezzar? Is that what you're telling me? Come on, y'all. Let's get out this religious state of mind and let's deal with truth. Look what it say. Third verse, just to keep us in perspective. For the rulers hold no terror for those who do right. The governing authorities I know do. But for those who do wrong, do you want to be free from fear of the one in authority? It depends on who it is and how they live it. Then do that which is right, and you will be commended. Okay, so I'm with that. I'm with that type of authority. Do I have a problem with the minister of Yah? But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for they beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of Yah, revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. I don't have a problem with that at all. None whatsoever. And that type of a governing authority, I bow down to without question, because it's ordained by Yah. Yeah, and the Most High gave him the sword, and he didn't give it to him in vain. But what about these wicked, evil regimes, where if you really knew the tax laws, those are illegal? You've been duped and tricked on that too. Did you pay your tax? And then you got these sheeple preachers telling their congregation, oh, everybody saved till it's tax time. Come on, talk. Cheating on their taxes. And the joker, you ain't even got to pay taxes unless you're a federal resident. And then they trick you into believing you won. Come on, talk. Look, wherefore you must need be subject. I'm going to read another one. Look what it say. Therefore it is necessary to be subject to the authorities, not only because of possible punishment, but also as a matter of conscience. So that would have jacked up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego's conscience for not bowing down to the music when it played as they was worshiping Nebuchadnezzar. My conscience is fine going against wickedness, not cooperating with wicked decrees, wicked satanic decrees. The Most High already warned us about there was going to be wicked principalities in high places that's going to come with decrees that go against the Most High. Have you defiling your temple, and it's going to cause persecution and famine and problems and poverty, and it's all designed by these wicked authorities. Most High already warned you about that, and he also told you what to do, just like he told Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego what to do. He told Daniel what to do. He told them all what to do, and that was to obey him. Curses the man that trusts in man and make flesh his strength. Told you if you trusted, he got upset with Yisrael when they wanted a natural king. They wanted to be like the other nations. Well, this is part of the punishment in the paycheck for having a natural, wicked, satanic, Luciferian, worshiping king in the kingdom and authorities. But yet sheeple people will take the word, misconstrue it with their Catholicized self, and tell you you're supposed to obey these jokers and cooperate. Turning people into sheeple. And if the blind lead the blind, they both fall in the ditch. Because the leader's going to fall in the ditch when it's all said and done. Mm-hmm. These wicked authorities. I'm going to read it again. We're going to get a little further. But look what this say. Is this talking about these jokers that's running the world right now? Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities. For there's no authority except that which Yah has established. The authorities that exist have been established by Yah. What authorities? The authorities that Yah established is, to be honest with you, is a part of the ecclesia. It's those that's filled with the Ruach. It's those that he gave the word to govern, to under-shepherd his children. That's what authority is. It's not in somebody that worships Luciferian practices. Anti-Mashiach folk running around here. He ain't telling you to do what they say. Why would he do that? So you can join them and go against him and be led off the cliff? Of course not. So the authorities that the Most High established, the authorities that exist have been established by Yah. Consequently, whosoever rebels against that authority is rebelling against Yah and has instituted what? Against what Yah has instituted. And those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. Yeah. When you go against authorities that the Most High set up. For the rulers hold no terror for those who do right. See, the kingdom that the Most High set up, there's no terror for those that obey Yah, that do what's right. He set up governing authorities. He's supposed to obey. Period. That's why in Hebrews 13 and 17 say, obey those that had a rule for you, for they watch for your souls. And it's better they do it with joy and not with grief, which is unprofitable for you. That's why I say that. It sure wasn't talking about jokers that institute same-sex marriage and the murder of millions and millions of innocent babies. He ain't talking about that. Causing you to be a part of a mass human experiment that you would call experiment. They ain't experimenting. They know exactly what they doing. You don't. But when you believe liars, that's what happens to you. Bible talks about the last day deception. You know how it works? Because people believe liars. They sold them that patriotism. To be loyal, all that is another way to tell you to be loyal to your master. To be loyal to the game they running. The scam. Oh, can I tell the truth? I'm going to anyway. For rulers hold no terror, third verse, y'all. For rulers hold no terror. These is Yah's rulers right here. For the rulers hold no terror for those who do right, but for those who do wrong. Do you want to be free from the fear of the one authority? Yep, Yah's authority. And those he placed in authority. Sure do. Then do that which is right, and you will be commended. You're going to be congratulated. But we live in a time where they call good evil and evil good. The authorities that's in authority, they with evil. They with Hasatan. They with the adversary. They with the light bearer. Lucifer. Lucifer is not his name. That's what they call him. Hasatan is not his name. That's not a name, y'all. Straight up. That's what he is. He's the adversary. The fallen angel that was in the garden to deceive Eve. Read about him. He's in Enoch. And he ain't the only one. He just one of them. He wasn't even the chief. Straight up. You just got to study. But listen. For the one in authority is the Most High servant for your good. Most High ain't taking your job from you because you won't get marked, get tagged, get your DNA all messed up, compromise the immune system that he gave you. He ain't gonna take your job. That ain't y'all doing that. He's watching. He's allowing it. He wrote in the Bible that it would happen. Read Revelation 13. He told you it's gonna happen. He told you don't be involved in it too. Even if they threaten you to be able to survive out here, to buy and sell, don't worry about that. He got you. For the one in authority is Yah's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid. For rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are Yah's servants, agents of wrath to punish the wrongdoers. They're punishing wrong. The times we're living in, they reward wrong. They want the governing authority to go against the people. You know how the mafia do it, right? Hey, they'll use you to kill everybody, and then they turn around and kill you. You ain't gonna get away. That's why he that seek to save his life gonna lose it. You sold Yah out and the responsibility to the people to save your own life, and then they'll take your life. They just using you. They ain't doing it for you can prosper. They doing it so they can prosper. And if they kill them, why you dumb enough to believe they won't kill you? And you know it too. So you got a reason to shake in your boots because you don't even have Yah on your side when you sell out to people. You got a whole bunch of presidents being killed over there in third world countries and all that. There's a list of them. You don't hear nothing about it because they don't want you to. But it's working perfectly. And then the puppets that they put in place, they gonna kill them too. They ain't invited to the party. 13 families is running this. Ego on the back of the dollar got 13 arrows in his hand. You thought that was for the 13 apostles? Anyway, it's just 12 anyway. Anyway, for the one in authority is Yah's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid. For rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are the Most High servants, agents of wrath to bring punishment on the wrongdoers. Therefore, it is necessary to submit to the authorities, not only because of possible punishment, for the matter of conscience. Look at this. This is also why you pay taxes for the authorities are for the authorities are Yah's servants to give their full time governing, which is true. There are lawful taxes. You just got to know what they are, and the taxes that people believe that they're supposed to pay, they don't have to. But what they do is they trick you into signing the fact that you're gonna pay. If you sign the document saying you're gonna pay, then you have to pay. That same game they playing with when they send you something, like you already got the right to have a religious exemption. You already had that right. But they get you to sign stuff concerning your right as if they're doing you a favor to allow you to submit paperwork saying that you have a right not to do that, right? And then they add in the paperwork, they say that you're agreeing that if they come up with a reason why they believe you shouldn't have that right, they take it away, then you have to cooperate and get whatever they want you to put in your body. Mm-hmm. When the truth of the matter is you don't need to sign nothing to say you have a right to submit an exemption, because that's your Yah-given right from the gate. I don't have to sign nothing to say I had a right to give you exemption. Here's my exemption. Joker, that's it. I ain't signing that, nor that. You take this. I ain't doing it. But folks don't know. Same thing with taxes. Fill this out. Fill this out. Why am I filling that out? I ain't paying it, I ain't filling that out. I'm not signing that. Why I gotta sign that? No. But anyway, it's not that easy. You're right. Because everyone is sheeple and you surrounded, and if you stood up for what's right, you look like an oddball. I didn't say it was easy. I'm just telling you, you ain't got to sign it. That's it. I ain't going to tell you what they're going to do about it, but I'm telling you, you don't have to, and you still have a right to present your position. And the Most High's children ain't doing that. And if you learn about taxes, you'll find out that you're agreeing to do that. Yeah. Now you're going to make me get into the birth certificate, the social security card, and all the games they playing. But, hey, we in the fourth quarter. Let's get our souls together. Look, A first. Look what it say. Oh, let me finish the 7. Give to everyone what you owe them. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If you owe them, pay them. And if you don't, anyway. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. Look, let no debt remain outstanding except to continue debt to love one another. For whoever loves others have fulfilled the law. Y'all heard that? What we was dealing with was authorities, right? And how you're supposed to be submissive to authorities, right? Which is, there's another side of the law, and it's the laws of the land, the governing laws of the land. If you knew them, you do better and not falling into their web. And if you got an understanding of it, the authorities of the land should be righteous authorities, and they have authority and power. And they were given that from Yah. There is a time where the governing authorities is going to camouflage themselves as if they're authorities of righteousness, ministers of the Most High, and they're not. They're satanic authorities, and those authorities are principalities in high places, and you're supposed to avoid them and pray them down. You're supposed to try to avoid and stay on your toes. You know how to dodge bullets and lies and scams. You just got to know, and you got to know curses the man that trusts in man and make flesh his strength, right? Now let's still talk about the law, because that's what we're dealing with. The whole book of Romans is dealing with the law, just so y'all know. Nathan Jones, good to see you on. I'm just letting them know about the law, man. In 13, the laws of the land. on the taxes. 98% of the taxes folks is paying, they don't have to, unless you're a federal agent, and they trick you into believing you're a resident and all that. I'm not gonna get too deep in all that right now, but just letting them know, preacher, and how the governing authorities that the Most High set up is not a terror to good works, they're a terror to evil. But the regimes that we dealing with is a terror to good works, and they pay and bribe wicked folk. Wicked folks is winning, and because we live in the times that they call evil good and good evil. I was just catching you up. Good to see you on, sir. Mayors, good to see you on, man. First, let no debt remain outstanding, right? In other words, owe no man nothing, right? But to love him, right? Then this is the law of love, y'all. We still dealing with the law. The whole book of Romans dealing with the law. Let no debt remain outstanding except to continue debt to love one another. For whoever loves others have fulfilled the law. The commandments: you should not commit adultery, you should not murder, you should not steal, you should not covet, and whatever other command there may be are summed up in this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. Y'all heard that? We're supposed to be loving one another, period.com. Yeah, we're supposed to love one another, and that's really what this is talking about. And there's governing authorities to help you love. It should be governing authorities to keep love in the land where we live. And then there's a law of love amongst one another, and this is covering it all. Are you with me? And please understand, you'd have to understand that, because when you don't have the true love of the Most High, you'll choose wicked authorities over one another, and that's what's happening. The reason why the game they playing right now, everybody is working so well, because people is under the influence of a wicked spirit, wicked regimes, wicked lies, and now they're enforcing it on a dummy level, on a sheeple level, right? Satan and his children, they got these cameras and these phones, and they spying on us that way, but they're not like Yah. He trying to be like Yah. He got all these tracking devices all the way down to trying to stick something in you to track you with nanotechnology, right? So he can track you because he's trying to be like Yah. Yeah, he's doing it through science. He's doing it through science. Yah is he's the true all-seeing eye. But on the back of their money, they were telling you they in the process of building one, and it's shaped like a pyramid, and all the authorities is funneling all the power up to the top. That's why in 2019 and 2020, right when this plan kicked in, all the top CEOs of all the world companies start to resign, because the Bible talks about them giving their authorities over to the serpent, over to the beast, over to this. Yeah. It didn't jumped off. They didn't yield all their authority and their power. And what we need to be doing is being able to read Romans the 13th chapter and get the true food out of it, or else you'll end up being a part of it. You'll end up yielding to the authorities and going against one another. Little small sheeple at the post, at the gate. Let me see your card. Let me see you a check post. You believe you got your little mask on, ain't breathed air in the last 2 years, breathing carbon dioxide, and you on your post in the name of Hasatan, in the name of an adversary. Folks ain't gonna get past you. Cause you snake bitten and you want everybody else to be bit too. Folks that ain't snake bitten is doing fine. Folks that ain't snake bitten got sick with the stuff, and they completely fine. And their DNA is still intact. And they don't have no tracking devices in their bloodstream. Yeah, I'm just telling you. They're not one of the ones that risk themselves, all the people that died from it, that they hide and snuffing their voices out. Folks that didn't even play the game, come on, talk to me. You know I'm going to tell Nathan. I ain't scared of him around the pond to get to see you all. I ain't one of these fake preachers seeking to save their life, but they're going to lose it. Come on, talk to me. Anyway, let's get ready to get out. Look, first, let no debt remain outstanding. Let me read it in the KJV. Owe no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. 10th verse, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. Because Yah is the law. Yah is the one that spoke the law. The problem with the law was it was on stone. Because the stone represents our stony, hard head, our carnal, fallen nature that's not subject to the law of Yah, neither indeed can be. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, Yah sending his son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. What is the righteousness of the law that might be fulfilled in us? What the word that was on the stone, the Ruah, the Spirit of Yah, his word, is fulfilled in us because it's been baptized in us. Now it's leading and guiding us. This is talking about the law, y'all. All the way, it went to the law of the land. The whole book is letting you know there's a better way than law and stone. His Ruah, his Spirit being baptized inside of us, leading and guiding us, dealing with us. Oh, I'm trying to tell you something. Come on, talk to me. 10th verse, y'all. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. You got Yah, that's it. Now you're going to stop backbiting, holding grudges, and acting stupid, huh? Look what it say. That knowing the time, that now is nigh time to awake out of sleep. Wake up and get saved, y'all. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. When you first believe, each day go by, we're getting closer and closer to the conclusion of this matter. And that's joyous for us. The believer, we're going through the transformation process, becoming more and more like him, period. And he's revealing more and more truth. That's why in Daniel it say, shut it up to the end. Well, this is the end where he's pouring out his Ruah on all flesh. And we all should be waking up. We should all be growing towards him. Because as they do discern and opening up those portals of darkness and getting that dark matter, look at the condition of the people. They dark as I don't know what. That's why in Matthew 24, it says in the last days, the love of many shall wax cold. Folks is wicked to their skeleton, to the bone marrow. But the people of the Most High are being transformed into his image. We're becoming more and more like him. It's going down right now. The separation of the goat and the sheep is happening right before your face. He said, I'll do the separate. Let them grow together. I'm going to do the separating. The circumstances. Folks was complaining about these same preachers that was preaching about the mark of the beast all this time. They whole church, like they were preaching about it, but then they went and took it. And then had their congregation take, and they still sleep sheeple, still don't know what they done. And to let you know what the mark of the beast is, let me just continue to comb, y'all. It's the cooperation with the beast system, which enables you to partake of the beast system. It's a wicked system here, where it's official. Evil is good now. It's official. Evil is good in the eyes of the system. And good is evil. They want to destroy you. They want to snuff you out of you preaching Yah, preaching good. Preaching what Yah gave you, the temple, protecting the temple from these people. You evil now. You anti. Yeah. The separation is happening. Yeah, same fake preachers. It's the same one that got jabbed all up, and then they lined up their congregation to get stabbed too, and they got paid for them too. System paid them to stick the Most High's people. Oh, I'm telling you. 12th verse. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Y'all heard that? And let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on Yahuwah, Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach. And make not provisions for your wicked nature, for the flesh. Come on, talk to me. To fulfill the lust thereof. We don't live after the flesh no more, y'all. We walk in the ruah. We walk in the spirit, and we see through it. You want to cooperate with this? You want to teach, obey the laws of the land, and you ignorant. The blindly both fall in the ditch. You better watch these jokers. You better rebuke the laws of the land. You better watch these devils. You better watch these principalities in high places. You better come together on one accord and pray until the Most High moves something and shakes something. There's still a table in the valley of the shadow of death that He'll set right in front of you in the presence of your enemy if you trust Him, if you cast your cares upon Him, knowing that He cares. You can't trust these people. I done told you a medical system that got a mascot, that got a logo of a penis, a man's penis, of a Baphomet pole with a ball on it, and wrapped with a snake around it. That's their symbol. That's the medical symbol. Get a clue. You want to trust them? They your healer now? Okay, that's cool. No, it ain't. But it is for those that are sheeple, those that's in darkness, they got a form of godliness denying the power thereof. That's Romans the 13th chapter, y'all. That's what it is. That's what it said. Hopefully you see in it that you didn't, prayerfully you ain't sleep enough to have read that, and now you finna obey Fauci and them some more. Hopefully. I'm praying for you. Let's pray. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity to come before you humbly to know how gleaning the truth of your word. That word is true. Continue to illuminate your children. Rescue us from these principalities and keep us and give us boldness to speak truth and stand with truth no matter what. And we'll be careful to give you the praise and honor now and now and forever. In the master name of Yahushua, we humbly pray. You heard me say no matter what. Well, I'm going to tell you no matter what. The what is you got eternal life. Look on the bright side. He's with you. And Him being with you, Him being for you is more than the whole world being against you. Yeah, we with the Most High and we riding with Him until He come get us. Is that all right? If you were baruched by the lesson, feel free to push the share button. Yeah, push the share button. Push the share button. I'd like to thank everybody that support this ministry. You help us do what we do. Hallelujah. Y'all want to talk about it? I ain't mad. Let's talk. Dial 302-202 1102, extension 815648. Again, 302-202-1102, extension 815648. We can talk about it. Thanks for hanging out. Always a pleasure, Bishop Jones. Y'all be Baruch and Barak Shalom. I'm gone.